everything is running through the black boxes of the tech companies, and we have no idea what is going on inside those black boxes. So what this means critically is that we have no idea how much money was spent during the referendum. We don't know who spent it. We don't know where that money came from. We don't know what advertisements people saw. We don't know how those people were targeted with those advertisements. We don't know what data that was based upon. So that information does exist. It exists inside Facebook servers, inside Google servers, but we've got no access to them. We've got no visibility. Zuckerberg came here and he told you, we made mistakes, we've learnt from our lessons, going forward, extra transparency. This is what Facebook always says, but it is not enough. Actually, we need to know about the past. It's really critical that we know about what happened in the EU referendum. We need to know what money was spent, on what, by whom. We need to know if that is lawful. And we need to know that everything possible has been done to find that out and to assure us that that result is safe. I think there is a danger here in what we're seeing in Britain of an almost systemic failure with regards to the referendum, because we're in a position where we know that our electoral laws did not work. They could not stop this panoply of behaviours which are now being investigated. And we know that the regulators, and I'm talking about the Electoral Commission here in particular, did not have the legislative framework it required. And we know that it does not have the powers that it needs to properly properly sort of compel evidence. And we also know that it's too late. So the Electoral Commission has just referred Leave.EU to the police. This is 2 years from the event, and that police investigation, anything going to trial, is going to be well after Britain has left the European Union. So I think this is a real problem, and I think there is also a political failure here, because it's not just that the present government is so invested in Brexit at all costs that I think it's being willfully blind, but I think it is also potentially complicit, because two ministers in the current government, Michael Gove and Boris Johnson, were senior directors of the Vote Leave campaign. It is alleged that they had knowledge, full knowledge and understanding of this massive overspending scheme. Two political directors to Theresa May have been named as directly responsible for that overspending scheme. So I just leave it with you to say that I am genuinely troubled and disturbed by the fact that we may not have rule of law in Britain with regards to the referendum, and I urge you to look more closely into it. Thank you.